Hello, adventurers! Welcome back to Epic Scoop Kids TV, where we explore the most amazing and unbelievable facts from around the world. Today, we're about to embark on a thrilling journey of discovery. We've got a real treat in store for you: 9 amazing world records held by kids. Just think about it, kids, not much older than you, setting world records. From drumming prodigies to mountain climbing marvels, these youngsters have done it all. So buckle up and prepare to be amazed. The youngest professional drummer was only 4 years old. Let's dive into the rhythm and beat of this record. This little prodigy had a gift for rhythm that emerged almost as soon as he could hold a drumstick. By the time he was 2, he was already drumming along to complex beats, and by the time he was 4, he was touring with a professional band, playing to packed crowds and even making TV appearances. He didn't let his young age hold him back. Instead, he embraced it and used it as a stepping stone to make a name for himself. He practiced tirelessly, mastering complex rhythms and learning to play a wide range of percussive instruments. His talent and dedication set him apart, leading him to become the youngest professional drummer in the world. Now let that sink in for a moment. Can you imagine playing on stage at that age? A 7-year-old once climbed Mount Kilimanjaro. Now isn't that a jaw-dropping fact? Just when most of us were learning to ride a bike, this young adventurer was scaling new heights, quite literally. Mount Kilimanjaro, for those who may not know, isn't your average hill in the backyard. It's one of the most challenging mountains to climb, standing tall at over 19,000 feet. It's a test of endurance, determination, and sheer willpower. Our young climber didn't just wake up one day and decide to conquer Kilimanjaro. It took months of rigorous training, acclimatization, and preparation. The journey itself was full of obstacles, from harsh weather conditions to the thinning mountain air. But nothing could deter the spirit of our young hero. And after a grueling climb, the moment of triumph arrived. Standing at the summit, our 7-year-old marvel had set a world record. That's the highest mountain in Africa, and they had conquered it, inspiring us all with their courage and tenacity. Now, this one's for soccer fans. Picture this: a kid, not much older than you, on a field, a soccer ball at his feet. He starts to juggle, the ball bouncing between his feet, his knees, even his head. He's not just playing around, he's setting a world record. This young soccer sensation managed to do over 1,000 keepy-uppies. That's right, over 1,000 times he managed to keep the ball in the air without it touching the ground. Isn't that mind-blowing? It's like he had some sort of superpower, where his feet and the ball were best friends, refusing to part ways. Imagine the determination, the skill, and the sheer stamina to keep that going. And just when you thought that was impressive, let's switch gears to a different kind of game. A game of colors and speed. A game that has stumped many adults, but not this young whiz. The Rubik's Cube, a puzzle that's been around for decades. A puzzle that requires quick thinking and quicker fingers. Now, how fast do you think you can solve it? 5 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe even 20 minutes? Well, hold on to your socks, because this next record is going to knock them right off. A kid, much like any other, with a Rubik's Cube in their hand, eyes focused, fingers moving with lightning speed. The colors on the cube start to blur as he spins it, twists it, turns it, and in just 5.43 seconds, he solves it. Yes, you heard that right. In less time than it takes most of us to tie our shoelaces, this young genius had the Rubik's Cube figured out. From a soccer sensation mastering the art of keepy-uppies to a cube conqueror cracking the Rubik's Cube in record time, these youngsters are truly extraordinary. They remind us that with passion and dedication, we can achieve great things, no matter our age. Well, a kid solved it in just 5.43 seconds. Picture this: a 7-year-old boy on a summer day exploring the great outdoors. Suddenly, he stumbles upon a fossil. But not just any fossil, a fossil of an unknown dinosaur species. That's right, the youngest person to ever discover a new dinosaur species was a kid just like you. This goes to show, you never know what you'll find when you venture out into the world. So keep exploring, and maybe you too could stumble upon the next big discovery. Now let's take to the skies with our next record holder. Imagine being 8 years old and soaring high above the ground all by yourself in a hot air balloon. Our next young achiever did just that. She became the youngest person to fly a hot air balloon solo. Whether you're afraid of heights or not, you have to admit that's pretty impressive. So, what's stopping you from reaching for the skies? And finally, we have a record that's a little more down to earth, but just as amazing. Picture a 5th grade girl from New York, in her kitchen, whipping up a batch of homemade slime. But she wasn't just playing around, she was on a mission to stretch that slime to the longest distance possible in 30 seconds. And guess what? She did it. She stretched that slime 7 feet, 4 inches in just half a minute. To put that into perspective, that's about the height of your front door. So next time you're playing with slime, remember, you could be setting a new world record. Whether you're a fossil finder, a brave balloonist, or a super slime stretcher, there's a world record out there waiting for you to break it. So get out there and start making your mark on the world. A most skips over a single rope in 1 minute by a team is held by an elementary-age team who achieved 230 skips in 1 minute. Can you imagine the synchronization and timing needed for that? The sheer teamwork? It's like a well-choreographed dance with the ropes swinging rhythmically and the kids hopping with perfect timing. Now let's turn the page to a different kind of record. Picture this, a 4-year-old kid sitting at a tiny desk, scribbling away with a big, bright crayon. This isn't just playtime, folks. This little one is crafting a story, dreaming up characters, and weaving together a plot. And the result? A published book, complete with illustrations, available in stores and libraries. Yes, the youngest person to write a published book did it at the tender age of 4. That's right, 4 years old. Aren't these kids just extraordinary? They've shown us that no matter how young we are, we can always shoot for the moon and land among the stars. So don't let anything hold you back. If you have a dream, chase it with all your might. And who knows? We might be talking about your amazing record next time. Remember, every big dream begins with a dreamer. So keep dreaming big, aim for the stars, and let your light shine bright. See you next time.